Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can, just so we can get out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. The Charlotte Hornets are on a 3-game win streak after making a couple trades to get some future assets. They traded PJ Washington to the Mavs for a future first, Grant Williams and Seth Curry, and they sent Gordon Hayward to the Thunder for Davis Bertans, Vasilije Micic, 2 second-round picks, and a guy we will be looking at today, which is Mann. Trey has played exceptionally well for the Hornets since coming over and just had his best game versus the Hawks, and I felt it deserved a deeper look, so let's get into the film. Alright, so just like a lot of people, I am very happy that Mann has finally gotten an opportunity to get consistent minutes with the Charlotte Hornets. Every season of his career, his minutes have dropped when he was with the Thunder. His rookie season, he played 60 games, he started 26 of them, and averaged 10 points and 3 rebounds, shooting 36% from 3, playing 23 minutes a night. The next season, his minutes go down to 18 per game. He does play 67 games, but his averages go down to 8 points and 2 rebounds with 2 less shots a game. Then earlier this season, his minutes went down again to 12, and he only appeared in 15 games. The Oklahoma City Thunder have just done a great job building up their team through trades in the draft, and when you have that many draft picks and you actually hit on a lot of them, some guys that are good enough to play get pushed out of that rotation. They drafted another guard this year in Casey Wallace, and I think at that point you kind of seen the writing on the wall for a guy like Mann, even a guy like Alexei Pokusevski, who they both have talent. It's just the Thunder have fast-tracked their rebuild, and they have guys who they think can play winning basketball a little bit more than these guys can. And that's not a knock on them, but with the amount of time that Thunder had, a guy like Mann was just not going to play. And he's finally getting an opportunity to show again those glimpses we seen in his rookie season. He just catches a pass from Miles Bridges and shoots from the Spectrum Center tag. Like, this is a deep 3, but he hits it, and his shooting has been up and down, percentage-wise for the first 3 years. He shot 36% as a rookie, 31% the next year, and he's shooting 42% this year, only on 1 attempt a game, but he was 4 for 5 in this game, and he's always shown the capability to catch and shoot and create out the dribble. So good shot by Mann. And something that's become really evident if you watch any of these games with him as a Hornet, he's much more than just a scorer. He's averaging 14 points, but he's pitching in 7 assists and 7 rebounds, and he plays much bigger than his size suggests on some occasions. And he's a pick and roll maestro. I'll get into some of his impressive driving stats later in the film session, but Mann is a pick and roll maestro. He does a great job of snaking these screens, keeping his dribble alive, and just getting more and more downhill. And he does a nice job getting the alley-oop to Nick Richards. And something else, I've watched 2 full games of Trey as a Hornet, and he has not been a cone or anything like that on defense. He's had 2 games of 2 steals since being here. I know steals isn't a direct parameter of defense, but right here, Mann is reading Bogdanovich. He's feeling Bogdanovich, and then he sees the screen, he comes off, he knows where he's going, then he reads DeJounte, who telegraphs a pass, he gets a hand on it, and he shows us that athleticism he showed in OKC. And remember how I said he's not just scoring the ball, he's affecting the game other ways. Look how he high points this rebound. And this is an uncontested rebound, yes, but he was getting contested rebounds in this game and just getting extra opportunities for this young Charlotte Hornets team. He's going to stay on the floor if he keeps doing stuff like this and passing the ball. Steph Curry missed, but Mann is still making an impact. And once again, here's Mann on the catch and shoot, and this is supreme spacing if he's able to hit these shots. These aren't just him up on the 3-point line, he's hugging the line and he's hitting shots. No, those are fine too. But the first 2 threes he's taken have been deep, and for guys like Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, who's been scoring a lot lately, if Mann can consistently hit shots like this, his time here will be really good. Alright, so in this play here, he is in the pick and roll. Bruno Fernando doesn't show hard. He just lazily comes out there, and Mann attacks him, in and out dribble, and gets right to the bucket with the scoop layup. In the about 18 games he's played this season, he's averaging 15 drives per 75 possession, which ranks in the 96th percentile, and 100% of his buckets so far, although it's not a lot of them in the paint, are unassisted. So he's very accustomed to creating for himself. Last year, he averaged 13 drives per 75 possessions, and as a rookie, he averaged 12. Mann knows how to get downhill, and again, this time it's in a pick and roll. He attacks. I mean, he's not really dropping far, but the screen is set high, which is good. I like these screens because it allows the handler to get downhill easier. But Bruno Fernando is going to have to play better defense than this. He's kind of just flat-footed. He's not really expecting Mann to just show his acceleration like this, and he does it in and out into a scoop lay. And again, not being a one-trick pony, this is how you get on the floor. Steve Clifford is an older coach. I'm pretty sure every coach in the NBA respects rebounding. And it coming from a guy like this who just got traded to a team who's this small. This has to make Steve Clifford happy, and I'm pretty sure Tre Mann is gonna stay on the floor. Okay, here we are again on the defensive side of the ball. The pick and roll happens. The Hornets allocate to the Trae Young, and again, Tre Mann doing the little things. He sticks his nose in this as the tag man here. Probably should have been a foul, but you really appreciate your smaller guard sticking his nose in that. All right, so we've seen him hit some catch and shoot threes. He gets a switch on Jalen Johnson and a tween step back three, and this is what we were seeing at Florida. As a sophomore, he averaged 16 points. He did a whole lot of creating, and that's the brunt of what got him drafted. Just being able to create for himself and others with this type of juice off the bounce, and this is really impressive by Tre Mann. All right, so here's the Hornets on the sideline out of bounds play. They get the ball to Miles Bridges, and it's just a pick and roll for Tre Mann. And just look at how methodical he is in these situations, right? Good screen by Nick Richards, gets Trae Young a step behind, gets Trae Young in jail. A step back to a cross, he drives, gets Jalen Johnson to jump right there, and a great pass, great catch and finish by Nick Richards. Once again, Tre Mann in pick and roll situations, he just is dancing on Trae Young, and I think this is where he's the most comfortable at. I don't know how many pick and roll opportunities he'll get as the handler with LaMelo, but with the combination of him, Vasilije Micic, and LaMelo Ball, the Hornets will have 3 legit above average playmakers in the pick and roll. And he just seems so much more comfortable in it. The in and out. Hold up. So he gives Trae Young in and out, the spin move. He just patting the ball, just waiting, and Trae Young has to foul him. All right, so I think this play started on a replay, so it's cut off a little bit at the start. But the Hornets go to their blind pick action. The blind pick action is when the defender does a nice job of denying the ball. So I guess that's what happened here. Grant, who's the passer, was trying to get the ball to Tre Mann. As you can see, he's at half court. Trae Young does a nice job of not letting that pass get there. The passer passes to a guy who flashes up, and it's a dribble handoff under the guy who's denying the ball. So they do that here. Good screen by Nick Richards. Tre Mann snakes the screen, touches the paint, comes out, and he was just giving Trae Young fits all night with his handle and his speed, gets the and one. But that is the video. Again, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just so we can get out there a little bit more. And I will see you guys in the next video. But this is Nick. Peace.